Stucco crews here. Just finished taping up the last of the few lights. Somebody else came and taped up the windows, and they're doing they're pumping and shooting the stucco with the gun. So just button this up. I'm gonna sneak down this ladder real quick and then get the ladder out of here. 1 second. Alright, ladder's down. You on YouTube? Tough to see. Man, that's a mess. We'll go check some stuff out. Alright, I saw how messy that pump was, and I figured I'd jump up here. I'm gonna tarp up all the solar panels. I got the guy down there loading the pump and mixer, and once I get these covered and tucked under, I'll go down and show you what's really happening down there. So there's what the cement shot crew looks like. There's a couple up on the scaffold right in the middle there. One guy's running the hose, one guy's scraping, a couple guys down on the bottom loading the pump and mixer. Some other people doing some finishing. I just put that tarp up. Obviously not great. I'm just trying to keep up with them. It's been like 20 minutes since they fired the pump up. They're just railing fast. There's also 10 people here. So I'm gonna run over there and get some more stuff going, but at least you get a little bit of a far away view of what's happening. I just grabbed a hose because a little bit, even though I got the tarp right there, that pump was shooting stucco like 30 feet. So I got some rinsing to do up there. So I'm gonna get to it. Then I'll, once the solar panels I feel like are safe, then I'll be able to get a little more video. So it's 9:30, and here's what I learned about having stucco done with a pump. It's gonna get all over everything that's not covered. So like, we're in the middle of the roof. We're like 15 feet from the edge, and it's splattering all these tiles everywhere. And I don't know if it's a rookie running the pump. It doesn't really seem it, but it's a freaking mess. So we just covered the whole solar panels, end to end, corner to corner, everything, because the solar panels were getting splattered all the way in the middle. And it's just, I'm sure it's going to turn out nice, but these top layers of tiles are going to either have to be cleaned off. You can see it's really blobby. The problem is it doesn't all really come off. So these upper tiles won't be so pretty, but learning lesson for me. So I'm jump down and show you what it looks like, what they're doing down there. But there's concrete getting blobbed up the roof and everything all over the place. Alright, well, they're fast. It's noon. They move really fast, so I was struggling to keep up with making sure stuff was staying clean and whatnot. But here's a little pit we made up so it doesn't, containment pit, so it doesn't mess it all up. But there's the first layer of scratch and brown or concrete. So there's the engine. This mixes it and then it pumps it. Yeah. See. Oh, okay. So there's the rig. Messy, but fast, for sure. So like there's the light box. Good thing it's real taped up, because you can't even tell it's there. And then you can see the bull nose a little, and you can see the edge for the drywall. That's why they put the little metal, I don't remember what you call it, mill cord or something. This little metal thing. Looking pretty good. So there's the light. Looks like it got packed in there pretty good. I'll have to clean it out. The vent, the other lights. A lot of goop on here. A lot of goop. Goopy, goopy, goopy. Same up to the metal corner right here, which we could have done a brick mold, which would have been wood, and then the concrete would have met the wood. But then the wood is more maintenance, and you know the metal looks good. Just the little pins that lock in the bottom. But it's alright if it's kind of falling apart. I just don't want it to get ruined and it be kind of clean. So a lot of square feet. I would go out there, but they're cleaning up the deck, so I'm gonna get rained on if I do. See, there you go. So there's around the vent, you know, masked off all these pipes pretty good. I'll sneak out this way. So there's the first coat. First coat's on. I think they still got some little detail work to do, maybe up at the eaves, but not really a whole lot actually. And it's starting to firm up too. So that's cool. Just washing out the weep screed on the bottom, because that way when the water gets behind this, you know, the stucco will be porous, so water can get behind it, and then it'll drain out of this little metal edge right here, the weep screed. So we gotta make sure that's not clogged up with concrete. And you never want to concrete over top of that. That's the drain. So that's what he's rinsing out. But fast, but looking good for the first coat. So there's what they're calling like the scratch and brown stucco. It's I don't know, it's really cement. It's like a concrete mix. It's all on there. It's been on there for almost 2 days. Kind of shifted gears and we're on a drywall, so let me give you a little show of what it turned out like. Now it's dry. Not quite dry enough, but it's dark, kind of ugly, but they straight edged it, so it's really straight, so the stucco will turn out good. This is what they used here, the diamond wall from Omega and this plaster sand. And so, you know, basically it's I don't know exactly the thickness. I'd say at least a ½ inch, probably a little more. There's some spots where the lath comes through, but masked everything, and you know, it turns out good. Basically this is filled, so the little bit of a top coat will be on this, and that'll be the finished color coat. So again, they used a real wide straight edge to pull everything, so it's not going to be wavy. It's turned out sweet. It's hard too. It's like, it's literally, you know, little chunks. It's concrete. So looking pretty good. You know, really important to tape up the windows and everything. Did a little bit of finish work on this. It's just, this stuff's like a rock. Here's all the scraps. I just, you know, like ran around sweeping up and scooping up all the leftover stuff that was sprayed all over, like over there. Brought all under here and kind of wet it down and drove over it with the excavator, and that way this area here is kind of compacted. Got it really wet and compacted it and drove over it, so it's kind of going to give me what I feel is going to be a good base for the patio. So that stuff's looking good. I kind of think that the final coat of stucco is going to be just a lot neater and cleaner, because, you know, like up there There's a little bit of, you know, stuff like where the roof paper is, but shoot, it's on there, and it's pretty amazing the difference, like sound. It sounds so much quieter now inside with all the doors and windows closed. This stuff definitely blocks out some sound. So that's gonna really be it for this area of stucco, because the next steps are gonna be like, after we get the finish coat, you know, the lights will go on. They're gonna put foam corbel detail under the eaves. So, you know, I'll make another video for some of that stuff, but I'm gonna jump back in there, work on the drywall. That's the next big thing. Shooting for texture today.